here's the Lethal Weapon franchise ranked. So there's 4 movies. Coming in at number 4 is Lethal Weapon 3. I think the action is solid. It's got some shootouts throughout the movie. The armored truck chase is really cool. So the action is really solid. It's a pretty funny movie. As always, Leo gets shot and then he's cold, but he's on the ice. That was cool. Riggs puts him up for a proctology. Take your finger out of that bottle and give me that gun. That's pretty funny. The villain, Jack Travis, is kind of good. He's despicable. Maybe not the most interesting, but he's kind of cool. The only thing is, the movie's not really that interesting. Leo gets shot in the arm at the ice rink, but like at an hour and 40 minutes into the movie, he's flailing his arm, and this is like a day or two after he gets shot. And this movie just doesn't add anything new. It doesn't add anything too interesting. So this really isn't a very interesting movie. Honestly, this movie is watchable. So if I were to binge watch this franchise, I can enjoy it. It's my least favorite, but it's still okay. Coming in at number 3 is the original Lethal Weapon. This is a good movie. Martin Riggs and Roger Murtaugh are interesting characters. Roger is a good cop. Martin is suicidal. But with Roger's presence, Martin has something to live for. He has to live for his job. So I thought those 2 characters were pretty interesting in this movie. Mr. Joshua is a good villain. He's kind of cool. He's menacing. The action is pretty solid in the movie. Riggs shoots a sniper. A helicopter shoots at the car with Roger's daughter in it. So it's got some pretty good action in it. The only negatives is, it's not as funny as I would think it would be, as one would expect a buddy cop action comedy. And I don't think it really needs to be a Christmas movie. You could probably cut out all the Christmas elements. I don't think they're really needed. They're not really needed for Lethal Weapon. But overall, it's still a pretty solid movie. I still really enjoy it. Coming in at number 2 is Lethal Weapon 4. This is the funniest movie in the entire franchise. Leo's rant on ship terms is funny. Chris Rock was hilarious, and his dynamic with Leo was really funny. So it's got some really funny parts. The action is solid. There's a chase in the Chinese area. The fight in Murtaugh's house was good. There's a chase on the road in the house, and there's a shootout near the end, which is really cool. The villain is a really cool villain. He's capable in fights. He can take on Riggs in a fight, so he's really menacing. And this movie also has some good emotional moments, ending with Riggs accepting his wife's death and moving on, and everyone at the picture at the end. So it's really cool. It's a really satisfying ending to these movies. On the other side, not too many negatives, but on the other side, Ping comes out of nowhere to untie the family, and I have no idea where he came from. And this movie, I think it might be a little too long. It's like slightly over 2 hours. So it gets a little long when watching it, but it's okay. So this movie is actually really good. But coming in at number 1 is Lethal Weapon 2. This movie has a good sense of humor. This improved upon that from the first movie. The commercial with Murtaugh's daughter is funny. Riggs accidentally punches Leo in the face. Roger has a bomb on his toilet. That's hilarious. Leo is also funny. His profanity-filled rants are hilarious. The action is really good. The car chase in the beginning was cool. The fight and shooting on the boat at the end was graphic. So some really good action in it. The villains are pretty good. They cause some carnage. They're pretty clever. The only other stuff is, I honestly don't like Leo's okay gag in the movie. I kind of find that to be a little annoying. And I don't think Murtaugh or Leo would see the gun on the side of the road when they're chasing after bad guys going 80 miles an hour. pursuing the truck. That I just don't think they would have noticed that. But overall, this is a really solid movie. So Lethal Weapon 2 comes out as my #1 favorite Lethal Weapon movie. Thanks for watching.